should do now.
I do indeed now. Are we live?
We're live. We're live for the finale of Realistic.
I'm very excited for this.
So am I. Well, I hope it rains.
Oh, the rain yesterday was just awful.
I actually didn't mind it. I felt like I had a good pace in the rain yesterday.
I just, as I always say, being on the pad, I'm always worried about how much I can push. I never know how much I can push.
Yeah. So, title fight tonight.
Title fight, a three-way title fight, where like it could land on equal points. I know it won't finish that way because of wins, but we could theoretically have all three on the table.
Well, we could. We could indeed. Absolute scenes if we do.
It would be incredible.
I apologise if you can hear me eating as well. Oh no, I need to turn you up in the. My bad.
Is that working now?
We'll do now. Turn you up in.
Yeah, seems like it's working now. So we've got our first Antho Rain in the race.
Sid, up the PRL. Go on the Sid.
Up the PRL.
PRL Vale has joined to make it a full grid for tonight.
Even better, but like a full grid.
I know a few drivers were not liking this track yesterday in the equal tier.
Yeah, I'm to be honest, I'm included in that really because it's not one that we've done in how long. Dreams, the title protagonist currently in pole position, is the first to go out.
The biggest pain in my backside
game.
yesterday. This guy.
Yes, he was bloody quick, wasn't he? You just couldn't get past him, and he always had a way of switching back.
What it was, right, was any time I went past him, almost immediately, within at least 2 corners, he'd try and get back past. And I was talking to him this morning about it, and he said, I said to him, if I had one clean lap, all I wanted was one clean lap where he didn't try and get back past me.
Yeah.
And I could have like stretched that front group. And he said, if he let me get one clean lap, he said, you would have won.
Oh, I would say so. And then, especially when the rain comes, Vale hates the rain, so he was slowing everyone down behind as well. When you got Mikey and Dodo stuff behind him, you just couldn't get. Like I say, the Dreams was what did he end up 7, 8 seconds ahead to win in the end?
Something like that. Needs to turn that traction control off. That's what he needs to do. Let's be honest. He's leading this title challenge, isn't he?
He is.
He's got to be the favourite.
In the Ferrari as well.
He's in either the quickest or joint quickest car, and he's got the most points. So it's his to lose, really.
Up there when he's won the last 2 realistic races in a row, and he guessed in the equal tier yesterday and won that.
So it's his to lose, but do not rule out PRL Ulster or Syrah.
No, Syrah, I think it's got a much more of an uphill battle being in McLaren.
I mean, Syrah is the underdog. That is a given.
But he's only 9 points behind.
He needs some team game from LMB tonight, I think.
Oh, that would be very interesting. We've seen that on proper esports, haven't we? So yeah, that would be interesting.
Sort of like, if strategy's not going his way, maybe go a little bit longer, and try something that way and try and hold cars up.
Do a sort of, what was it? Kimi Raikkonen was the pawn, wasn't he, when he was just left out, or a Perez Ministry of Defence.
I'm actually curious. Anfo said there's rain in the race. How long into the race is the rain due?
You'll be pleased to know I've spoken to the SAS lads and they've sent us a little screenshot. It looks
Oh,
like all of it.
what, the whole race is wet.
Well, so for the caption, it's with the rain caption for the race, 76%, and then it increases 15 minutes in. So it's definitely going to be a wet start and possibly dries up at the end,
Oh, interesting.
which makes qualifying even more important now.
Dreams has gone quickest so far with 34.7. Only lap on the board. Who else is on a lap?
He's on the mediums as well.
Mikey about to come around the last corner.
Yeah, there's quite a few people on mediums actually. He was trying to and get through Q1 on them.
Mikey going for, I think, 2 warm-up laps on them mediums. Bebbs with 36.2 on the softs behind him. Mikey, and I quote from practice, "This car feels like I'm towing a caravan around the track." It's got so much understeer, it's unreal. They were his words. Gunther is not pleased with his words.
I'm not surprised in that car. I'm not surprised.
Oh, Dreams is currently facing the wrong way.
He's cutting some grass at the moment as
Doing his best
Ulster's
Bottas.
just gonna. He's doing very much his best Bottas. Ulster's just coming through on the hot lap now. We might try and steal a bit of slipstream from him. Doesn't look like he will though. But yeah, Ollie's going to be one of the next ones to set a lap by the looks of it on the mediums.
I'm not sure who that Alpine is, but they're both on outlaps. I hate this corner. This hairpin, I hate it.
It caused you lots of issues, didn't it?
It's not that. It's just you come onto it, it's such a rate of knots, and it's such a stop-dead corner.
Yep.
Like, if it was like a more of a horseshoe type corner, it'd be fine.
Like what was like Hockenheim one? That's quite more rounded, isn't it?
No, because they're still pretty tight. More like Malaysia kind of end of the straight.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like a horseshoe type corner.
Ollie does go provisional or P1 for the time being, 3/10 faster than Dreams on the same tyres, so there's a bit of a gauntlet laid already.
Vale went P3, 34.8 on the softs.
On the softs.
Stoney went 4, 35.4. Sid 35.4. Just currently on with Gaza, who is following a Red Bull down the back straight. He is on a lap.
Just on board with Briefing Cow, I think he's on a lap as well, but he's not positioned himself very well. He's got a few cars ahead of him.
I see Syrah is on a lap. Dream says compliment my defending and I might take off TC. No, you won't do it, you're a bottle job.
Rain for like 60% of the race though. Ooh, that's going to be very interesting.
Is Briefing Cow going to get a toe off this Haas? That Haas is Mikey. And he's on a lap. So that's going to give that Alpine might get a couple of tenths out of it.
It's definitely close enough to get a bit of a slipstream.
I'm just curious as to how Syrah is doing. Here comes the toe.
Oh, yep, they're
McLaren going off the ethos that teamwork makes the dream work.
oh, look at that, beautifully done for LMB. Interested in practicing
Syrah
now.
planting the throttle in like first and second gear coming out of that hairpin. I can't do that.
More TC fun.
34.3.
Only a tenth faster though on the softs.
Who else have we got out on a lap? Anfo's on a lap.
We did last sector 40, 41 flat. Ollie also did a 41 flat. So if that slipstream did work, it wasn't massively effective.
Someone's just set up. Alan went P2, 34.4 on the medium.
On the median, so that's pretty close up there at the moment. Briefing Cow did go P4 on the medium, so that's a pretty solid lap as well.
Currently on with Ferrari of Anso, coming down the back straight. We do have a debutant tonight. R. Simpson, 96, is a debut for him in the Alfa Romeo Realistic.
It's Anthony P1
34.1. I'm surprised that the soft times aren't a little bit quicker.
I was expecting them to be a lot, because this is quite a long track and a lot of corners.
LMB's backed out of his lap down the back straight. Let's go on with the new guy in his Alpha.
I wonder if he's trying to give Sierra a bit of a tow again, or is Sierra going to give him a tow, because they're both next to each other. Sierra's coming in after his lap, so that won't be happening.
LMB must have made a mistake somewhere. Dreams has said that Haas is very, very understeery, but thing is a bullet on the straights with low wings. Anything's a bullet on the straight with low wings.
Well, when you've got no downforce, it certainly is.
Not a very efficient car with higher wings, though. I have practiced in the Alfa Romeo Realistic. I think I did like partway through the season. I was helping Mikey when he was in it, and that car feels very, very loose on the rear end. To me, 35 flat from Arsenal. Good lap, puts in P8. Gonna be actually still going for his lap down the back straight.
He's shown 2 tenths slower than his old previous lap, which would be very slow indeed unless he backed out halfway through.
He did back out down the back straight.
So
he will make up all this time in the final sector.
That corner's pretty hard as well with the very high curbs. Yeah,
I mean,
up to P5.
If you run wide there, the Astro is gonna claim your life and spit you into the wall on the opposite side.
Yeah, it puts you on the inside wall of all things.
I speak from experience. It nearly did this to me yesterday.
You almost did. You managed just to recover and not do a fail and bin it.
I managed to keep it out of the wall. Dodo's went up to P5. P5 for Dodo's, 34.5 in the Williams.
Yeah, just on board with Dreams, he's looks like he's trying to set another lap on the mediums, which he was soaring at the wheel with lots of oversteer coming out of the turn 2.
Where is he? He's P8 currently. Oh, he's not actually on a lap. His ERS isn't draining, he's not on a lap.
Doggy Jeet is on a lap on the although he is invalidated, so we'll move on.
I was currently on with Mini Devil, who is, I believe, on a lap in the Alfa Romeo. He's run very wide. That's very wide. How is that not invalid?
Pemberton's just had a bit of a spin coming through the S's, middle sector S's. So that's his lap pretty much buggered. He should have enough time to go around though.
Touch the curbs there, and they're deadly. I don't know why they're so bad.
Well, the setup I was running yesterday required a very, very full ride height to deal with these curbs. I don't know if you had to do the same.
Depends what your class is tall.
Well, it was like something like 9 and 10.
No, mine wasn't that high.
Yeah. I think I needed it when I was going through some of them curbs, but God knows how much drag it caused me.
It's not so much drag, I find, when you run a higher ride height. I find it's especially like quick changes of direction, like in the middle sector there, in the S bends. The car just because the center of gravity is higher, you end up losing. You end up losing the car, sort of like on the rear, where the weight is shifting from side to side and it's higher. That's what I find personally.
Okay. Dreams is improving on his next attempt. He's 2 tenths faster going down the back straight now, so he should put himself, if he continues that improvement, around Ulster Dodo's time. 34.5.
Please no wheels falling off at the end of the straight as someone hits the brakes, please.
But when he was that 2010 for when he did that?
I remember it being a Taurus, I remember it being Buemi, I don't know what year. 34.3 from Dream.
34.3, there we go, that's yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about the 2010, sort of 2011 sort of time frame. But it was actually the weirdest sort of failure I've seen in an F1 car.
I think you just hit the brakes and they went...
the suspension shattered.
Just gave up. Oh, no, I've had enough.
Yeah. It's not as weird as Alonso's electrocution at the Spanish winter testing.
Electrocution? They're not
You know, there was a very weird crash. I think it was about 2015, 2016 when obviously the Honda was really dog shit, and it's been alleged that Alonso was electrocuted because he just from the car. He gave up. He just stopped. It stopped turning, stopped accelerating, and it just drove down the grass and stopped. And there was a big old red flag. And yeah, if you Google it, mate, it's Honda and McLaren never publicly said what happened, but considering it seemed like Alonso might have been electrocuted.
Interesting.
Oh, very much so. Like, it would have definitely soured the relationship even more than it had done if it got, publicly acknowledged.
Convict is on this lap and he's got 10% ERS. I don't think he's going to improve. If I'm completely honest. Ebbs is going to slow down the back straight. Following Sid, there could be some toe going on there. Sid's out on a lap. Sid puts himself P9.
Checkered flag is out.
Bebbs didn't make the line. Bebbs didn't make the line.
Mikey is just finishing his lap in his house. He's 10 faster as of yet.
Matt's in the pit, so Matt is out.
Oh, Mikey's got very wide and is invalidated, so that
he should be
still
through.
Be through though, yeah.
He's safe.
Doggy G 7 tenths faster at the moment, right on the cusp of P15.
So Convict's bailed into the pits. He's done. So you just got Stoney, who's coming up to the back straight, and Mini Devil, who's at the end of the back straight, going into the hairpin. Oh, Mini Devil's round and in the wall. Savage.
Oh dear.
Can't park that there, sir. He's ripped the back left off. Stoney's in the wall as well, at the top of the straight. There are stricken F1 cars all over Shanghai.
The two Mercedes look like they're doing a bit of towing action. Bebbs is trying to get through.
hate to spoil your party. They're both finished. They're both in
They're
AI.
done. They're both
They're both
done.
in AI.
Oh, I was getting excited there. They're literally line of stern.
Antho says, don't take my time as a good soft time. I'm not good in China.
Well, a couple of
Trev.
times, mate. Take that every day of the week.
Trev has made Q2.
Trev has
Go
made
on, Trev.
Q2. Look at that. Out-qualified Matt. He's going to be delighted.
The team boss is pleased with this. As for Matt, off with his head.
Sacked. But I say, give a shout out to our newbie, Mark Simpson, up in P9 in the Alpha. That's a good solid time.
Yes, it was. I was very impressed with that. So for the final race, Mini Devil, after deciding he liked the taste of Armco, is starting P20. Convict 19th. Bebbs in 18th, just missing, not quite making the line for his final run. Matt in 17th, get good, you shit. And Stoney in 16th. Sarah says PRL Matt washed. Fully agree. And so we now know AlphaTauri's clear #1 driver. I mean, it's always been Trev. Trev has always been #1 in that team. I've known that since the day they signed him.
Just a dominant performance
Basically,
as usual.
Basically, any team that you go into with Trev, even if you're quicker than Trev, you're the #2 driver. I don't care what you say. Chances are he won't break. Matt is getting abused in the party chat.
Oh, to be honest, when doesn't he get abused? Let's be real.
It's not abuse, it's character building.
Character is, of course.
We know everyone's going to be going out on softs in this session. Who is that out first? That is a Williams, that's going to be Vale. Guarantee it. Yeah, I knew it. Anthos says emotional damage. I have a heart of ice. I do not know what emotions are. Dreams is 3rd out on track, so that's Mikey 2nd out on track.
So we're looking for lap times now into the 38s, aren't we? Oh, spinach. She is currently doing a Mazepin recreation.
Well, Mikey's had a little bit of a spinala. Kept it out of the wall. Only bruised his ego. Not the car. PRL Matt. Well, that went to plan. Not. I'd say it went very to plan. Except you're not last.
Well, yeah.
That would have been fully to plan, you being last. What
Just
did I say that out loud?
Giving away too many hints here, mate.
Sorry.
Giving away the secret sauce.
Right, Vale starting his lap in the Williams.
The Williams, yes.
Who, I believe, are showing off their new car. Is it tomorrow?
Well, when you say new car, it's going to just be it's going to be a slightly amended livery, isn't it? And it's probably going to be pretty much the same as how they left off last year. It's going to be a lot of. Although saying that, haven't Golf signed up as a sponsor? Golf has left McLaren just after I bought the Golf hoodie, McLaren hoodie. They've left as a sponsor and joined Williams. So, as ambitious and as I would love a full-blown Golf Williams livery.
Who knows? We'll find out tomorrow. And then I believe Alfa Romeo was the day after.
It will probably have some sort of camo livery like they've done the last couple of years.
No, I imagine it'll be full livery, just on
They-
on last year's car.
Well, did they? Wasn't it like they swapped the colours around this year from last? Didn't they? So it was something like it was white and red on the 2021, and then they put red and white on the 2022. So they're going to go back to white on red for the 23 livery.
I mean, what they'll probably do is just chuck 2 tins of paint at it and go, yeah, it looks like that.
You know all them sort of liveries you see online that people make.
34-3 from Vale.
It's not a bad time.
Oh, Sid's in the gravel.
Oh,
Mikey 34-8 on his first lap.
Gaston is on a lap. He's currently, he has actually received a tow from his teammate. Look at that.
33-5 from Dreams.
Now that's a lap. That's gonna be pretty hard to beat, I imagine.
It's a 34-2 from Gaza.
Who
out there.
received a nice tow from his teammates. So yeah, that's pretty.
Ulster, Douglas Yeat did a 35-7. Ulster just coming on to start his lap. Just go full lap on board with him.
Ampho's just starting his as well.
Down to second gear, a little bit wide at turn 1. Turn 1 and turn 2 here, very tricky corner. They just seem endless.
So hard to get the power down. He wants to be pretty much alongside Dreams, and he needs to have more, maybe a 30.
I would
he
say
needs a bit of time.
He needs a front row.
Yeah, he needs a front row. Like, because if he wins and Dreams comes second with no fastest lap, he will win the title.
And if it's raining, he's got to try and put pressure on at the start. Force Dreams into a mistake.
But we did see yesterday how mighty Dreams was in the wet.
TC for you, but then they both run TC, so
Yeah, that's true.
that's level playing field in that respect. As you do, I did do my wet practice again for China. You wouldn't want to run my wet setup in a race though.
Was it like maximum downforce or something?
It is 50-50 wings. 33-3 from Ollie.
That's a good couple temps there. That's a good nice window between him and Dreams. He'd be very pleased with that. He struggled last week, didn't he, in Portimao?
Who, Ollie?
Yeah, he had constant issues. He had a few issues, didn't he? He was trying to recover. And he got punted off at the start in Australia.
Portman's very much like this track, and it's a very love-hate track. If you love it, it's great. If you hate it, then it's a very, very Marmite track. I don't know many people that actually like China.
No, not really. It's a good race to watch, like live, with real football cars, but not to race it yourself.
I know a couple guys that like it, but not many.
Just want to point out Alan goes P2, splits Ulster and Dreams, only half a tenth slower than his teammate.
Dream says TC helps in the wet, but he also likes wet weather driving. Had a big moment and lost 4/10 in the final sector.
What, and you're faster laps? What, are you looking at 33-1?
Looking at the 33-1. Now, pole in the equal tier yesterday was a 32-1.
Yes.
Here comes
So
the
them
toe.
cars are a bit,
Here comes
cars
the
are a
toe.
bit faster, aren't they? Oh,
That's
yes.
awful toe from Cyril. That is an awful toe. He towed him about. He towed him about the first 200 meters down the straight.
Yeah. No, you really need a bit more of a gap. I wonder if LMB is going to reciprocate it. LMB goes P7.
34-4. No, he's not.
No, he's getting right out of the way.
Dodo's is on that. Coming into sector 3.
He had a very good race in Baltimore, didn't he?
Yes.
P5 in the Williams.
Yeah, Williams, he was absolutely outstanding in the Williams last week. I feel for anyone in a Mercedes powered car down this long straight.
That's probably why the McLaren boys are having to sort out their toes.
As Dodo comes to the line with a 34.7.
In the top 10, so still quite a few cars to set lap times though.
Sid is...
Cal should improve by, he should jump up quite a bit.
Sid's just coming up to final corner. Using all the road, 34.4, puts himself P7. Get that foot down, get back round, get yourself another set of boots on, go again. You've got time. Syrah comes round the final corner.
No sign of Trev yet.
34.1 from Syrah, puts himself P4, keeps himself in the title fight. No sign of R Simpson either.
No, they're both a bit. I wonder if they're going out for only one run though, if they used up all their tyres.
Oh.
Alpine toe, not very impressive either.
Wasn't the best toe.
No, it's good. I'm liking a bit of teamwork there between the teams.
It is, I mean, it's a long enough straight to do it, isn't it? Portugal doesn't really have that long of a straight to do it. 33.8 from Brief and Cow, puts himself P4. Not Dodo's
No
out.
Dodo's, yeah, and LMP around the bubble.
Like I say, Portugal didn't really have that long of a straight to do it.
Nah, the iron stones like just take the entirety of it, so it's not too bad. It's not as long as this one, is it?
No. So Mikey is in the S-Bends. You can see him fighting the front end of that car. He did say before the race, he said, don't really want to race this race. was not liking the Haas at all, but he's quarter of a second up. As he comes round the long right.
Which is an awful corner. That is going to be a nightmare for a lot of these teams in the rain.
It was such a horrendous corner.
And that was for equal cars, let alone what realistic's going to be like.
We were discussing it. It's like one that is so inconsistent. Like one that you go around there and think, yeah, I've got the line nailed, I've got the power nailed. You go around there next lap, same line, same power, and you spin. 34.4 from Mikey, puts himself P9. He is on the bubble. He pushed LMB out. Trev is on an outlap. Trev has ventured onto the circuit.
We are honoured and blessed.
All hold your breath.
Moving, still waiting for our Simpson. I was expecting him to set a lap or two because he did a really good Q1.
The greatest Scotsman alive is on track. Is Vale on a lap or is it? No, he's on that lap. And the glitch.
Yeah.
Knows he needs to improve. Otherwise he's at risk of going out.
I think he did improve, 34.3.
Gaz has retired, P6, that's in the pits. R Simpson is out on a lap.
Hey,
He's on an out lap.
Yeah, Vale is just died his lap now.
Everyone from 10th down is on an outlap
Outlet. This is going to be interesting now.
with
Who's
2
thinking
minutes to
Mikey?
go.
Mikey is, I think he's 4 minutes.
Hold
is
up.
on an outlap.
Someone screenshot the chat. Matt has put, "Come on, Trev, do something special."
Oh my god.
Matt is backing Trev. I'm screenshotting it. I'm framing it.
I'm horrified.
Vale is 2/10 up coming into sector 3. He looks like he's just run a little bit wide there though.
Anyone going to give him a toe? There's Dodo's. Dodo's probably giving him a toe. This looks like a much better toe. Oh, good job, boys. Ooh,
Oh!
Dodo's almost took his own teammate out though. Ooh, that was close, but he looked like it worked out pretty well.
Oh, Vale's got
Bit
wide
left.
at the last corner and bottled it. He's bottled it.
He's gonna 1.8 slower. He's gonna. Oh, this might be
Oh,
pretty close for him.
Trev has bailed on his lap. He has got time to make the line again. He has got time to make the line. So Douglas Yee just started his lap. There's a red ball. Oh! Dodo's is in the wall. Dodo's is done.
Oh, Dodo's. Was that Kaz? Oh, Kaz, yeah. Dodo's still.
Ulster, 32.9.
32.9. Oh, that's an improvement.
He's got it out. He's flopped it on the table. Syrah is on a lap as well. Everyone's out on track. Everyone's out on track. Is that Mikey coming to the line?
If you're Vale, are you worried?
Yes.
If you're Antho, are you worried?
No. Because Antho's on a lap and Vale's not. Vale's already invalidated.
Yeah, it's only a 10th, isn't it?
Sid makes the line 33.5. So Mikey now on the bubble. LMB improves.
LMB
P4.
improves. He goes through.
So Mikey's out. Mikey is out. Dodo's is out.
R Simpson is just about across the line. It looked like a pretty good lap. A bit wide on the final corner. Where does it put him?
34.5. Only P12.
Only P12. Bale's on the button. Who can beat Bale?
Douglas Yee's coming to the line. 34.1.
He's knocked him out. He's knocked Bale out.
Antho on the bubble, but on a lap.
Only Trev can knock Antho out now. I don't think Trev's got
Dreams
enough
has
time.
just given Antho an absolute dream of a toe.
Ooh.
As Antho comes around the final corner to the line, that's a 33.3. He is safe.
Ooh, that's good.
What's Trev got? 35.7. That's not enough for Trev.
Gaza just makes it through.
He must have had a little shake in the car. Them hands were shaking.
By a 10th of a second. But oh, look at the lap time between Dreams and LB. 1,000th of a second between them.
There's a couple cars in that 33.5 bracket.
Yeah, there is. But obviously a little bit of improvement because Ampho was one of the the last of the top runners to go, so it's definitely some track improvement.
Also, Dreams didn't actually set second lap.
No. Saving the tyres for 2 runs in Q3.
So in Q2 we lose Trev in 15th, Dodo's in 14th after a bit like Mini Devil chewing on Armco. R Simpson left it late to come out in the session, ultimately didn't pay dividends, ends up P13. Mikey not happy with the Haas. Hopefully he's got better race pace than quali pace.
out
lines
qualified.
up, lines up P12, and Vale lines up P11. We love to see it.
I fear for everyone behind Vale in the wet. It's gonna be a massive train.
Sid says Q3, baby. Yes, Sid. Love it. Love it. So what we got? We got 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, 2 Alpines, 2 McLarens, 1 Haas, 1 Mercedes. Who is going to be first out on track? Who's your money on for pole? Right here, right now. Start Q3.
Ulster.
Ulster. I'm actually going to say Alan. Is that LMB first out on track? No, it's Syrah. In the McLaren. The Papaya Army. The underdog.
Although I do think it's going to be incredibly close. So Dreams could easily dig out a lap time to beat everyone.
If I said to you right now, out of the 3, who do you want to win the title?
It's very hard because I've only really been paying attention to this the last, 4 or 5 weeks. I just want drama. It'd be like Ulster has been winning, been in contention for quite a while. Dreams has had a late charge, and Sierra's been there or thereabouts all year. So I want to have Sierra win, Ulster second, and Dreams third, and that means it's all level on points.
Have you got splinters in your arse sitting on that fence?
Yeah, I was going to say. Honestly, I have no preference of who wins really, because I haven't really been. Obviously, I've been commentating with you for the last couple of weeks to, really get into it. But I just want a good battle, good race, and whoever wins wins.
Being Toto Wolf, I want PRL Cedric to win.
I was going to say that is your team boss for that.
Yep. Here we go then. Opening runs of Q3. Banker laps.
Matt on the chat. Cyril will lose connection and drop last in the race, hopefully.
Right, I'm just gonna. I will make sure in between the sessions that my friends list is loading properly. Ciro's gone 24.9 in the first sector. I fully expect the Ferraris and the Red Bulls to be going quicker than that. LMB's 24.8, so LMB's a 10th up on his teammate already through the first split. Dreams is not there. What's Antho got in the first sector? He's backed out of his lap. I'm curious as to see what Ollie's got. 53.5 from Syrah in the middle sector.
Just on board with Ollie now. We're getting his first sector time imminently.
53.5 from LMB in the middle sector.
24.3 for Ollie, so what's that? 7 tenths faster?
That's 5 tenths quicker than LMB through the middle sector. There's less than a tenth between the two McLarens at the halfway point of the lap. We watch Syrah come to the final corner.
Is it 33 or 34?
It's going to be a 34.9.
9.
Much room for improvement there. Dreams just coming through the first sector. 24.3 for him as well.
It's 10th up on Ollie.
34.5 from
That's some good lap time
LMB.
from McLaren.
Ollie coming down the back straight now.
He's had his car in all the right bits of the racetrack, so it should be a solid time, both in the 33s, I imagine.
What, the grey bits, yeah?
Yeah.
33.9 from Douglas.
It depends. What a lap!
I reckon them McLarens are on scrub tyres, I reckon. 33.1 from Ollie.
There you go.
Good banker. Dreams invalidated on his run.
Oh, yeah, and he had Amfo right in front of him for a tow.
What else have we got? Sid. No. The Alpines are both on a lap, I think.
I reckon the Alpines might put some spanners in his work because they've both been having some good lap times.
33.7.
P2 and P4 for Gaza.
Alan is just starting his lap. First sector time, what's he got? 24.5, so he's a couple tenths down on Ollie through the first sector, who is the current benchmark.
24.5, I think. Yeah,
Dreams has done a 24.3 again in the first sector, gone purple, but he's only got 16% ERS left.
That's going to really affect the end of his lap.
As we watch Sid come round the final corner to the line, what's he got? 34.8, splits the McLaren drivers.
52.6 for Alan in the middle, so this could be a pretty tasty lap.
52.4 from Dreams, and he's only got 5% ERS left coming down that back straight. He's going to lose handfuls of time.
Well, he's
Alan
Alan
coming down the straight.
Lap on the board, doesn't he?
Alan, like, coming down to the end of the straight was 206 miles an hour. Dreams got no ERS. He's 6 miles an hour down. Topped out at 201, I think. That ERS has cost him big time. 33 flat from Alan.
Alan, that was looking like a brilliant lap.
Douglas Sheets retired in the pits. I think he's done. I think that might have been his one and only fresh set of tyres.
And he made full advantage of it, getting into the 33s in the house.
We have found out why Alan has gone quickest.
Yes, I've just seen that. Of all the things.
Of all the things, he's gained time because he's turned the steering animation off. Right, opening run's done then. We're just waiting for Alan to come back to the pits and Sid to make his way back to the pits. He's seen himself on stream, giving us a little wave.
It's not very it's not looking good for the Ferraris at the moment, though, is it?
No, both invalidated. McLaren will be hoping it stays that way. Red Bull will definitely be hoping it stays that way.
Yeah.
But we know Syrah's quick in the wet as well. Very quick in the wet.
He never raced yesterday, so this will be his first. He hasn't got the knowledge that like Dreams has, and who else? Who raced yesterday in that top 10 pack? I don't think anyone else did they? It was just Alan.
No, Mikey did.
Alan and yeah, not in the top 10 though, is it? Like it's just Alan who, Alan and Dreams, the only two that raced yesterday in the wet.
Yeah, you are quite correct. Depends if he's going to be full wet or inters.
Well, looking at the percentage sign, I wonder because it's in the 70s, so I wonder if it might even be on the verge of full wets.
Could be some interesting strategy calls then.
But the inters is 15 minutes in, the rain goes up to 87%. It starts at 76, so it increases by 11 in the first 15 minutes.
Matt says good prediction for the race. Alan to crash into Ollie and in brackets again.
Yeah, yes, he did that in Australia, didn't he? He bumped into the back of it and caused Ollie to spin.
Right, LMB is going to be the first guy out on his final run, and there's cars coming out the pit lane.
Oh, he's hit him! Oh!
The Alpine!
Oh, what was Gaza doing?
You've got to see that coming. I've caught that fully on stream in 4K.
Oh, I got that. I was watching him live as well. I wonder if Gaza's got rear wing damage now as well.
Yeah, he will. He will. Big.
That was a big hit. Oh, that
For me, the Alpine is at fault there. I'm calling it as I see it.
absolutely. You have if you've got cars on hot laps, especially with that pit engine, like pit exit, you need
Yeah,
to make sure you're well out of the way.
you got to be
It's,
aware there. Gaza has picked up a 5-place grid penalty for that as well.
well, at least the game's helped out with that. At least he does drop down to it. Boy, it'd probably be about 10th only.
Well, if he's got rear wing damage, he's not going to go any quicker, I wouldn't have thought.
No. Oh dear, dear.
LMB's committed to turn 1, assuming that Alpine is just going to move out of the way.
Yep.
Which, rightly so, it should have done. It's on an out lap. It's not on a hot lap, so...
He's just come out the pits. Like, yeah, you need to make sure you watch anyone coming through to turn 1 on a flyer. Right. Ulster looks like he's about to start his final flying lap.
No pressure. We're on with. We're on with title contender.
Title, yeah, championship protagonist.
All I've got in my head is, did you ever watch Gladiators?
What
And the referee
British.
going contender ready.
Yeah.
That's all I've got in my head.
Ready!
He's fractionally quicker through the first sector.
An improvement. He only needs a fraction from pole though, doesn't he?
He does.
0 at 4/10 faster at the moment, going into the second sector.
Yeah, he definitely set that initial lap time on a scrub set of tyres. Alan has pulled over. There could be a tow coming from the Red Bulls. I know they're in a party together as well.
They will. He's in the perfect position to do so.
He's just over a tenth quicker as well. So Alan's sacrificing his final run to help Ollie out.
Towing is underway.
That looks like a great tow as well, all the way down.
Oh, Alan's got it nailed. Ulster's got it stopped, hit the apex. It's looking good. What's it going to be? Is it going to be into the 32s?
Yes, 32.6.
By a comfortable amount.
Right, who we got? We got Ciro coming across the line. 33.6 puts himself P3 provisionally.
Alan had a spin on the preparation of his final lap, and it's caused him to miss the
33.
line.
Gazza's gone 33.4 up into P3, but he will drop.
He will drop. Ciro will be P3 at this rate.
Antho 33.1 puts himself P3.
Oh, good lap there. What's Dreams is doing? Dreams is coming into the hairpin final sector.
No one to give him a tow this time.
I don't know how good of a lap this is at the moment. He needs to be in the top 3, doesn't he?
Oh, he's got P2!
Blitz the Red Bulls! What? Ooh.
Cal could have something to say about this yet, though.
Briefing Cow, though. Briefing Cow's coming to finish a lap. Where is he going to finish? He's a bloody good qualifier.
Oh,
P5.
P5.
Nice little Alpine duo there. What's Cedric is one of the last to finish.
34.6, he stays P10.
Whoa, what a good quality session that was.
What a front row for the title decider. What a front row.
Side by side. Oh, with the Red Bull teammate in between as well. Oh, that's going to be so good in a wet start as well. Oh, I feel sorry for LMB though. He would have been right up there, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I imagine he would definitely have been on sort of like potentially Antho pace, but I would said definitely Cal sort of pace he would have been at.
Well, the only advantage with that is at least Ciro jumps up a position to be start P6, and
Yep.
LMB is ahead of Gaza after his lapse of memory,
So,
shall we say.
so Gaza will be starting by my maths P11.
Ulster Allen Eagles legend. Yeah, what a perfect toe he managed to do for you there.
Right.
Oh, that looks pretty wet. Kenyon, it
Just
looks pretty wet.
it does look pretty well. I'm just oh, my friends list isn't working again. Someone wants to be your friend. I don't know who you are. They are working. It is working. It's fine. All good.
It's Inters by the looks of it.
McLaren would like Gaza removed from the race. We were unable to tow.
He got a 5 grid place penalty that do.
Sid, well, this weather is lovely. I mean, it's nice and dry in the commentary box.
Nice and dry. Oh, Ellen
Can I get the
B's
race?
put the little screenshot of the crash. Oh, it just looks so bad.
I'm actually not going to go on the race director. I want to intrigued to see what tyres people are starting on. Ollie says, good luck guys, may the best driver win.
Right.
23 races.
My what should I say? My source is inside the AlphaTauri garage. Have provided me with the weather forecast. So it is raining up until the last 2 blocks of weather. So what was that
So
yesterday? That was about
that's
lap 15 or so.
so the way the weather chart works on the race strategy screen is the first block is at race start.
Yep.
Second block is
Which
5 minutes
is rain.
in.
Which is rain.
Third block is 10 minutes in.
Which is sort of light rain.
Fourth block is 15.
Which is sort of heavier rain.
Fifth block is 30 minutes.
Which is light rain.
Sixth block is 45.
Cloud.
And seventh block is an hour in.
Sunny cloud.
I think that's the way it works.
So I imagine, because to say that right in the middle of the race, we were like the fourth block of rain. So what's that? We said 15 minutes in, it does actually get heavier, which is about 14. What we say, it's about the pit stop for
So
new Inters.
So you're looking at around. It's gonna rain for a good. Because sometimes they're a little bit wrong because it's only on approximate.
Yeah, it could.
So it
Well,
could go,
obviously,
it could be
yesterday
shorter.
we had the rain earlier, didn't we?
Mm. Yeah, because I was debating. I looked at it and I thought hards won't go that long, so I'll start on the mediums. Because then if there's a safety car, I can jump onto another set of dry tyres to take me to the rain. And we got it early, and I was like, well, but by that point you couldn't really pit for Inters because it was too early. But the mediums were just shot by that point.
Yeah, mine were in the 70% range, and I had to pit lap 1 thanks to the sort of connection issues. I don't know if I become the host, and obviously when you become the host, you get away with the line a bit quicker, don't you? For whatever reason.
No, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. All I know is Matt disconnected, and a few people couldn't get off the line, so that may have been the reason you had it. Because I could get off the line fine, and Dreams, who was directly behind me, got off the line fine. Vale, who was P1, didn't.
Yeah, I had an amazing start. I was, say, I was up with you guys, and but then Dodos was trying to avoid the crash, and he was slow as well, and he veered out in front of me, and I had such a closing speed, it took my own bloody wing off.
Sid says this is so tense. Title decider.
Come on, Sid, get in there, get involved in the.
Getting amongst it, get them
Get
elbows
amongst
out.
it. Yeah, start doing a bit of crazy strategies, like under fuel. Oh, imagine if, like, if you're Alan or something, you under fuel what they did with Perez. Oh, in Abu Dhabi, but underhand tactics, underfueling
So
by as much.
for Ollie, what Ollie needs is Alan to get in front of Dreams and hold him up. That's
Uh,
what he needs.
Ideally, although Ollie can finish first and Dream second, and that will be enough for Ollie to win the title.
Yeah, but it's just, do you
You
want to
you
run
want the
that
gap.
risk?
You want the
Yeah.
gap. Yeah, you want the a bit of buffer zone, don't you?
For Dreams just needs Antho to get. If he gets Ollie off the line, he needs Antho to get past Alan and be a nuisance to Ollie, basically, make him question everyone on Inters. So, oh, one guy's not got away from the line. Who is it?
It's Gaza. No, not Gaza. It's one of the Mercedes. Yeah.
No, it is Gaza.
Baptist away. It is Gaza. He's no, that's strange. Yeah.
So we've spoke about Ollie, we spoke about Dreams. Let's talk about Sierra P6. You know, not out of this title fight. It's a long shot. We will admit that. Did he expect to be here coming into the final race in the McLaren for the final?
Oh, speaking of McLaren, it's LMB's in on the grass.
I wouldn't have thought Sierra would have thought he would have been in this position, given that he's done the final window, which has been 7 races long, in the McLaren.
He peaked too early.
But he is here. He has given himself a chance. We know he's quick in the wet.
He's still in the hunt for it. There's no denying it.
Yeah.
They're all in the hunt for it still. It's just very much of an uphill task. Like Syria needs a podium minimum to have any chance.
But for him, the downside for him is he hasn't. His teammate is 8th. So the other 2 have got wingmen. He hasn't.
Yeah.
At the moment, at the start, how it starts, he hasn't got a wingman. That could change throughout the course of the race. Briefing Cow has just gone round on the exit of that hairpin. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Alan's disqualified. That's going to put him slightly behind where he needs to go.
Just get rid of that.
Briefing Cow has as well. Sid has as well. Matt.
Everyone.
Trev. There's a lot of people starting a bit further back on their grid spots, and they
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here comes Mini Devil to finish the grid up. Now, who are you going to run on board with?
I'm currently actually on with Antho.
Yeah, I'll run with Ollie to see how much of a start he gets in Dreams. Here we go for the finale! Oh,
Good camera angle.
Dreams has got an amazing start. He goes straight into the lead.
Briefing Cow's got a lightning start as well. Ollie has dropped like a stone.
He's down P6. He's got the Haas on the inside. Oh, no. 1-2 now. Even Alan's down to P8. The Red Bulls have had an absolute chaotic start.
Syrah up into 4th.
Wow.
Briefing Cow's start was lightning.
Syrah up the inside of Amfo.
Into P3. Making that move early. Ollie's into P5 now. No, back down to P6.
LMB though has been popped down in the mid pack. He's still down in P10.
We have got a yellow. Who is that for? That's for Dodos. Dodos and Sid.
Dodos and Sid have had a bit of a, yeah.
Yeah, he qualified so well, Sid. He won't be happy with that. Race is long though. Race is long.
And strategy will come into it when we
go
into the dry tyres.
Mini Devil is round. Sid's just overtaking Trev. Dream's trying to build a gap now.
Yeah, Mini Devil's still in there. Brief and Cow even.
Vale going at it with LMB.
Yeah, Vale up to P8. Gazdo is, I think Gazdo's back by the looks of it.
Yeah, he has rejoined the session.
He's managed to rejoin. But LMB up to P9, but Vale a couple of places up, starting P11. But the big sort of story at the start is the two Red Bulls have had an absolute disastrous start.
Yeah. Needs to get something going. Needs to get past that. He needs to clear that Haas quickly.
Yeah, Dog Street's going to start, but that's to say we know the Haas has got a straight line speed advantage, so that's going to be difficult.
Over the Red Bull, probably not too much. Not as much as it has over the likes of the McLaren in P3.
Well, speaking of McLaren, Series now 1.75 briefing cow falling.
Sira's doing what he needs to do right now, which is get a good result. That's all he can ask and hope that things go his way, I think. Because on outright pace, you would expect the Ferrari and the Red Bull to be quicker than that McLaren. Doesn't matter who's driving it.
Yep.
You could have Jarno Opmeer driving that McLaren and I would still expect the Ferrari and the Red Bull to be quicker than it.
Although I think he could probably win in the Haas.
Could probably win in the Williams, let's be honest.
Briefing cow up the inside. Briefing cow's got the win in the lead.
He's got like near enough 40% less ERS though.
He's just burning it all getting past, but he's now leading back. Ampho.
Our series gone up the inside of turn 1, taking that tighter line. LMB did get back past Vale. P8.
Ollie's still tucked underneath Doggy Sheep's swing.
There's a big group from 12th to 18th. Big group.
Good battle there, yep.
They're actually closing in on the Haas in 11th, so that group getting a little bit bigger now.
Yeah, just yeah, the separation's at Allen, isn't it? P7 with LMB behind.
Yeah, and then there's a slight gap from Gaza to Mikey. Not massive. But Mikey's so tentative on the throttle. Hey, he's gone wide. He's held it. What a hold that was. As we watch R. Simpson get past the Aston Martin. Antonio was the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, got a bit clean air now, hasn't he? He's already put 1.5 seconds ahead of Syrah. Closing the gap with Dreams.
Ollie is closing on that Haas. I think he's getting annoyed behind that Haas.
He can see the cars ahead slowly but surely creeping away from him.
But he's got a long way to go. No need to get rash yet. No need to send a dive bomb.
When the racetrack starts to dry up, he's going to be like, obviously we just seen in qualifying, he's the fastest. I reckon he wanted to dry up as soon as possible. The longer he's on the dry tyres, the better chance he has.
I think he'd like to be in front of that Haas and that McLaren by the time it goes dry.
Absolutely.
Because he's got Alan behind him. Alan won't make a move on him.
No, if you're Alan, you might try and test the waters, go on the
Mikey's out. Mikey's
drive
out.
earlier. Mikey is out.
He dropped it there yesterday.
VSC.
He dropped it there yesterday in the equal tier.
Only a VSC this one. It's not a full-blown safety car, so. Watch your deltas, boys, because the delta is a bit dodgy on this track.
But Haas is still on track. We're cleared.
We are green. We are back. We are green.
Ollie's lost a lot of time, as has Syrah, under them VSCs.
Might have been really unlucky when green flag. Yeah, he's lost 2 seconds on Doggy G.
He was about 1.2 behind before that, so he's lost a good 8 tenths to the Haas.
He's not gaining a time up though, he's lost another couple of tenths in the first sector.
Ollie doesn't look comfortable. Just riding on board with him here.
Yeah.
Does not look comfortable in the rain at all. We got another yellow. That's Mini Devil. That's a DNF as well.
He is.
No car near him either. I can't see that one.
He might have got on the curb, and he looks like he's on the inside of the track. So
Probably got on the outside curb. Or he was just run over and got on the AstroTurf and spun to the inside.
yeah. Yeah, still raining though. This doesn't look like it's say Ollie's going to be desperate for it to dry out.
Well, he's gained that time back on the Haas now. He's 1.1 behind.
He has, yeah. I don't think Cyril looks as comfortable in the wet either. Maybe a 5 to 4.5 second gap now between Ampho and Cyril.
Ollie has chewed through his ERS a little bit. Dreams has chewed through a lot of it.
Yeah, Cat has recovered all of the ERS that he used to overtake Dreams and is yeah, looking 50% more.
It's still in Dreams' hands.
Oh, he's ahead of his championship rivals, so yeah, he's in prime position. I say he doesn't need to win, he just needs to be ahead of the other two. He doesn't care where that is.
I'm sorry, my phone was blowing up because I had about 20 messages because I hadn't replied to anything. That's the only problem with the wet races, there's not much overtaking, it turns into a bit of a snooze fest. Like
Yes,
DRS.
incredibly hard, and yeah. I don't, this track isn't the best for racing overtaking, is it?
No.
But say Ollie has caught right back up with the Sierra and Doggy Sheik little pack.
Matt, and Dodos and Sid going at it. What an awful camera angle. Oh, Matt was very early on the brakes. Dodos nearly running to the back of him. Sid's giving him the room. Employee versus team boss this fight. Dodos versus Sid.
There'll be some brown envelopes thrown around too.
There will be a swift P45 coming if one of them takes out the other, I think. Gazza's all over the back of Vale in the other Williams.
And Vale historically doesn't like the rain.
No. I think that is very evident.
Especially in Williams.
Plus the car he's in. I mean, he's 8 seconds behind Alan. Over 8 seconds behind Alan. And he's, if we get the gap to the leader up, he is 18.6 seconds behind the leader.
Ampho's closed the gap now. He's right behind his teammate.
We got a yellow. Who is Zach?
Somewhere in mind.
Dodos?
So if you're Dreams,
Dodos.
would you let Ampho through to try and chase down Brief and Cow? Because Ampho seems to get a bit of pace going on.
Currently, no.
I mean, say, even if Ampho's ahead of Dreams, it still puts him in championship contention. Still puts him in
But
championship
it also if there's a safety car, that puts Cyril right behind Dreams.
And Ampho would presumably get first dibs in the pit stops then, wouldn't he?
Exactly.
Drives up, he wouldn't be first on track for pit stops.
Thinking long game.
Long game.
No.
It's a big old gap now, 7 seconds.
If you're playing team game, no. You keep championship elect as far away from people that are trying to take said championship off of him.
Yeah.
And as many cars in between them as possible. I mean, if Cal was like sort of 4 seconds at the road and pulling away, potentially yes.
But they're all pretty close together still.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like, Cal is less than a second in front and he's leading the race. So it's not like Dreams is not on the pace.
Oh, Dogashi, massive snap going out the final corner. Ollie's got to take advantage of this. Oh, very close, but Ollie's on the inside, burning the arrest. He's got the position.
That was the mistake he was waiting for. Now he's just got to pray Dogashi does not send it on him in that hairpin. And he doesn't.
No, that's very important for Ollie's championship attention.
I don't think the next guy will roll over so easily.
I don't think so either. I think that's going to be a pretty tough battle. But he needs to be able to close the gap to the top 3. Now we want Alan to try and overtake the Haas, just so there's that buffer.
The Aston's swapping positions. And swapping again.
Didn't Conflict say he needs to be... Is it him who needs to be P8 to hit his target?
I can't remember.
I think so. Let me go and double check the chat.
Ollie's not dropped Dogashi, no. Still half a second between them. Oh, Dogashi's had another big snap. What I do know, actually, Mikey with his DNF does not hit his target.
Ooh. Well, he can't really go much further down the grid, can he? He's in a house.
Williams, Aston.
It was, I just worked out who needs P8, and it's Convict needs P8.
Oh, so you were correct. You were correct.
Yeah.
The gap between
you know,
Ollie and Dagashi is now up to over a second.
Yeah, Alan's going to start hopefully coming into Dagashi now and trying to overtake, but yeah, he's got Cira only about half a second ahead of him now.
Babes has just made a move on the Aston into the hairpin. Oh, the Aston's all lit the rears up. Doing a bit of lawn mowing.
Ollie is all over Cira now.
Again, he's just going to have to wait for a mistake, I feel.
He's at quite a ERS deficit as well.
And he can't afford to wait too long for that mistake, because that gap is now 8 seconds for the next car.
Of course. A well-timed safety car and drying it up will bring him firmly back in the mix, but it's in the hands of the gods.
Interestingly, that Aston has gone on to full wets in the pits.
It was on the forecast. It was scheduled to get heavier before it dries up. So
does it look like full wets? I don't think so.
I don't think so. We'll check his lap time and see how he does.
There is a Williams round.
It is Dodo's.
It is Dodo's. Doing some doo-doos in his underwear with that spin.
There's some donuts. Still the status quo of the top three. They're all within about 1.5 seconds of each other, so they're still pulling out quite a sizable gap to Cira.
You can hear Ollie's traction control fighting the throttle there, and he's run wide at the last corner.
Yeah, the top three boys are at least, almost a second faster than Cira at the moment.
Now they're gonna have to pit the tyres at some point. Now that could be Ollie's opportunity to jump the McLaren, depending on if he goes a lap earlier, a lap later.
Yeah, pit windows about P14, isn't it?
About lap 14, yeah. It's halfway through the race. And
I don't know if you saw. Did you see Jarno Oppi's league race the other day? It was around Kota, and it was sort of, do you stay out on into do you pit? And he pitted, and it was a dramatic pace advantage to everyone around him. I know it's obviously a different league, but yeah, he was like, he overtook 10 cars in the rain.
Wow. No, I can't say I did see that. I will have to go back and watch that.
All because, I think it was a WOR race, and it's all because he pitted under a safety car, lost a few positions and was like P10, but he was overtaking people. It was quite far into the race as well, but yeah, he was overtaking at least one car a lap, maybe two, because the advantage of new instance was dramatic. But considering it's going to dry up, it would be worth if Ollie does jump the gun and come in early.
I mean, he's very low on ERS compared to Cira. Cira's nearly got max ERS. That would tell me Cira has sort of knows that this title isn't going to happen, realistically, unless something happens with Dreams.
Yeah, Dreams needs a spin or something,
and
doesn't he? Or
as a result, I think he's thought, I will do what I can, but I'm not going to push and do something silly to that could jeopardise a potential title if something does happen.
Well, at the moment, Cira will be 4 points behind Ulster.
I mean, at the minute, Dreams is doing what he needs to do and beating the others.
Absolutely.
We got a yellow in sector 1. What is that?
Yeah.
It might have just been Gaza coming up with hits.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, he was. Yeah. What is the pit time loss around this track? Do you know?
I don't.
I'm just trying to see if Ollie pits. What's it normally? 20, 22 seconds, isn't it? Sometimes something like
Yeah,
that.
roughly.
So
We
if
have
Ollie,
a Williams around. There's Dodo's doing donuts again.
do it again. So if Ollie pits, and that's about 22. That put him 25 behind the lead. So he would only lose a few positions to come out behind LMB.
That's not where he wants to be though, especially.
Well, he'd be 5 seconds behind LMB. Who's
Doesn't would not stop LMB staying out and holding him up. Only takes a lap.
It does. Gazza has come in for new inters, so I'm going to keep an eye on
Ollie's
him.
in. Ollie's in.
He's in. He's taking our advice. He's coming in now. He's about a lap early. Undercut fresh inters. Yeah.
Border looking at the back of that McLaren.
If my maths are right, he should come out ahead of Vale.
He's got to really. He's
not
going to be tight.
I don't think he will now.
Oh,
is he going to be ahead of? Is he going to be ahead of Convict? No. Well, at least he's got a bit of a gap ahead of Beb, so he's got a bit of dry, clean air to.
He's also got 2 seconds of clear air in front of him.
Looking at Gazza, he is dramatically faster on the new tyres, so I do think coming in for new inters is the right decision.
Let's see, is Syrah burning? No. Yes, he's burning on the straights.
He is. Warm up on these tyres isn't that much of an issue, is it?
No, because they don't need to get to as high a temperature as the dry tyres.
So the undercut still could work, but
yes.
Where is he, Ollie? He's 1 and a bit seconds behind Convict, so...
Syrah's dumping his ERS. He's burnt sort of like 35% just down that back straight.
Yeah, he'd be coming in, won't he?
The leaders have all gone round again. Front three have gone round again.
They've got enough of a gap, haven't they, where they don't have to.
Syrah's not coming.
Ooh, burning all that ERS not coming in. Ollie's still stuck behind Convict. He's now...
Alan's in.
Alan is in.
Ollie is praying that these cars in front of him pit.
He needs that. Absolutely. No.
Which they haven't.
Oh no, that's disastrous for him. Well, at least he hasn't been overcut by Alan. Alan comes up just behind him, but yeah, Ollie's stuck behind these Aston now.
Yeah, and this is costing him time.
Yes.
Personally, if it was me, I would have looked at going a lap later than the McLaren.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem with this game is it would be useful if there was like a ghost, like a line or something behind you, whatever the pit window is, so you could see roughly how far it would take.
That's on the MFD. You can see where you'd come out roughly.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you where in conjunction to them. You know, you could be 13th, but if you have a bad pit stop, you might be behind. You know, like what Ollie's happening now. It'd be like a live line tracker.
But then that's something you really you've got to figure out. It's on the fly strategy. Ollie's hit the Aston. Ollie's hit the Aston.
Oh no!
Ollie hit the Aston of Convict by the looks of it and spun him round.
Oh dear.
Not intentionally, but he did hit him.
Leaders coming in, Dr. Jeep's coming in, Dreams is in, Briefing Cow is in for the new inters.
Now,
they come out in clean air.
Cow has got out in front of LMB. Dreams is at turn 1 as LMB is there.
Just ahead.
So they've got that spot on because now Cow has got 8 seconds of clear air in front of him.
Oh, Vale has come out just behind Dr. Jeep.
but in front of Ollie.
Yeah.
Douglas Yeat is back in front of Ollie.
He's battling Simpson now. I do hope there's no front wing damage from his little bump.
Now, it might just be me.
It looks very dry, doesn't it?
That rain looks considerably lighter than it did about 10 minutes ago.
It certainly does.
It's still raining, but not very heavily.
It's much lighter. Steerers, if you're steerer, I'd stay out now.
You've got to. But he is losing hand over fist to the Alpine.
So he's 6.2 ahead at the moment. We'll see what happens in a lap time. But yeah, Dreams is behind. Yeah,
I mean,
if you're steerer, you've got to stay out.
LMB was right on the back of Dreams into turn 1 at the start of this lap. He is now 3 seconds behind.
Oh, that is a big difference in it.
The Alfa Romeo Simpson going for a move on Vale.
Ollie's going on a move as well. He's boxed himself in. He's trying to go around the outside of all of them. Oh, Ollie. Alan's got past now as well.
Oh no, Vale's parked it on the exit. There's contact.
Big contact. He's to the back of his teammate. Oh, Ben's just close up as well. What's happened? Simpson's drowned.
Yeah, as Vale went past on that last corner, he sort of like parked it on the exit, and Simpson had nowhere to go but into him, and Alan had nowhere to go but into Simpson.
Oh, this is... It's like, what was it? Vettel's 2013 championship where he got spun round.
Oh, what, in Brazil?
Yeah. That famous Alonso staring into space meme appeared from.
We now have Dreams half a second behind Cal. They've taken 2 seconds out of Cyril.
Oh yes,
but it's still raining.
It's just spitting, isn't it? How long did it take yesterday? It took a good 10 laps, didn't it, to dry up? But dries, didn't it?
I mean, it took...
After when the safety car came out, wasn't it? And we all went into inters.
It took a good, I'd say, at least 6.
Ulster is right behind Vale now and is making a move. They're both burning ERS. Ulster's only is now under 10%, but he makes the move up the inside. So it's cost him, was that 3 laps behind this pack of traffic?
More than that, he's lost over 7 seconds to Douglas Yeat, who he was in front of before he pitted.
He was. That is sickening, isn't it?
Sid's in the pits. In the Mercedes.
Strange time. I mean, oh, it's a front wing change.
Babe's up into the top 10. Loving life. Shout out to my other Mercedes driver. I see you, Bebs.
Ampho is still got a 16-second lead to Syrah. He's stayed out on his inters. Sort of loving life at the moment with it drying out.
Well, you said he had pace, and now he's got the clean air.
He's been forced into this strategy somewhat by being the second Ferrari, but he's just got 4 seconds to lap. He's just got to like personal best lap 4 tenths faster. So
is that where the track is drying out as well? Because you look at his front right, and you can see the line down the middle. The tyres starting to grain. Will they make the end? If this doesn't dry up enough, would that set of inters make the end?
Yes, but they will be incredibly slow.
As Alan makes his way past Vale. He's still got his ERS on. Here we go, Vale going for the last corner move again. He parks it on the exit.
Give space though. Also the fastest lap. Give space, and yeah, Alan goes up to P8. Briefing Cow and Syrah 1.2 second gap now. The pace advantage on these new inters is
Antho now knows, because he'll be able to see that on his little thing in the top left, that if he was to pit, he would come out behind Dreams.
Yep.
So, if you're Antho...
It might be close with LMB though, because LMB was only just behind Dreams when they pitted, and Antho behind Dreams.
He's 7.5 seconds back now.
But I mean, Antho might come out behind LMB because that's where Dreams pitted. He was around that period of time. But obviously, Dreams and Breathing Cow have eaten into the gap head towards Zero.
But no, because Antho's got 16 seconds over Syrah.
Yeah,
And then he's got another 8 on top of that. That's 24 to LMB. I think he'd come out in front of him with LMB.
I think it'd be quite close if I'm honest. Dreams does this up.
Syrah's still got a lot of ERS. A lot of ERS. But look at the grip. Look at the grip. Syrah's going to keep it in there though.
He does. He's now got his championship rival side by side with him. Dreams up the inside, Syrah cuts across the grass, takes penalty.
That is not the track, Syrah.
Dreams goes up the inside.
That was a desperate attempt.
That was, oh dear, that's not gone well. Briefing Cows, he's behind Dreams. Dreams has gone very wide though.
If I'm Antho, I'll pit.
If I was that far, I'd stay out.
Is it?
Because if you stay out, that 18-second gap is going to take a long time to close up, and it should dry up pretty soon.
It's still raining.
It is, isn't it? If I was Antho, I'd stay out now. Just, you know, you've got nothing to lose, you might as well stay out.
Oh, he has.
Ulster is he's closing the gap to Dr. quite nicely. He's taking 3 seconds out of him and he's only 5 behind.
Indeed.
Come on the sun! Come on the sun! Past his laps now. Still
no.
We are getting dry track.
You need a safety car, that's what you need.
Oh,
that's what this race
means.
Oh,
wouldn't it? Does anyone want to do a Nelson Piquet Jr.?
Alan, I'm looking at you.
Well, as I say, who's the Red Bull team boss? Because it is sort of the slightly slimy and underhand tactics Red Bull would do.
No, I'm not having that. Oh, Simpson's finally pitted. For dries.
Hard tyres! No way! That's got to be a mistake.
I want to see his first. They're hards as well.
Oh dear. Is he going to make turn 1? It was very slowly. It's only 8 laps to go. Why would you not go on the mediums?
In these
I don't
conditions,
think
I would consider softs.
I don't think the hard tyres are working.
Like, give him a chance to get him up to 10th. That car does not want to stop.
It's understeer. It's just all understeer.
It's like driving on an ice rink.
It is. Ampho's still got a 16-second gap, so you know he's
Although, credit to him, he is keeping this on the straight and narrow.
Ulster, another fastest lap. He is pushing hard.
Sadly, it's too little too late for Ollie.
It might be we've only got 7 laps to go. Oh, please dry up. I want some tyres. LMB goes past 0.
I think... Has Cyril got a puncture?
Yes, I think he does. Saw it at the wheel. I think he does. Yes. I think the Minters 20 laps in have now
Given
got
up.
a pop.
Giving up the ghost.
Or what are you going to do if you're Ampho now if you see that
He stayed out.
he stayed out Puncher Alley?
Dodo's is on mediums.
Wow.
R. Simpson.
It's losing time. Hand over fist.
I mean...
Now, if you're... It has actually stopped raining on my screen. There is no more rain, but it's
Yeah.
definitely not... It's not quite...
I'd box at
LMB's in.
mediums. Box at mediums.
LMB is in. What's he going to put on?
Cyril's in.
LMB's put mediums on. Seriously, talking sheets in. I think it's about time for softs, or dry tyres at least.
Mediums on the McLaren.
Oh,
Mediums on the Haas.
Sirius had to wait.
He's got inters.
Oh,
he's got
not
inters.
in inters. No. I think we're going to have, what, 6 laps? Safety car now would be amazing.
There is cars in the pit lane, left, right, and centre.
We've got softs and mediums going on. See if Ampho comes in. He's just approaching the pit entry now. Ampho's in.
He's got to, really.
They're all going to come in now, aren't
I mean, kudos to him. Kudos, sorry, to him. He's now got a 14-second lead on dry tyres.
That's why yeah, staying out's the way to go. Yeah, yellow flag. Is that not a safety car? No, sadly not.
Yeah, it's just a spin.
Just a spin. Yeah, everyone's coming in now.
Another yellow. That is an Aston.
There's an Aston round. So bum.
At the pit exit.
The DRS hasn't been activated, has it yet?
LMB could come out in front of Ollie here. That one extra lap on dry tyres.
I think you're right. I think he has.
And the Haas.
Or does DRS enabled? Talking sheet does go through.
Ollie's gone on to softs as well.
I would do that. That's the right decision. Sirius back in to get rid of his inters. He's also positioned. Gazza now. He's also positioned to Matt. Oh,
wow!
Matt! Whoa!
There was a car coming out of the pit lane. Wow!
Yeah, it's Gazza and Vale now battling on the dries with Matt right behind them. Go on, Matt. Put your foot in. That's it, son. Go.
Mercedes and Bebs is eyeing up both positions. All the cars in front of him are on softs.
I think
He's on mediums.
I think Ollie's had a spin or something because he's now 10 seconds behind Dukaji.
I did see a yellow flag and a red ball, so it must be him.
Yeah, I think he's had a bit of a spin. But safety car would be really nice about that.
Matt and Vale still going at it.
And oh, Vale's taking the grass. Matt goes around the outside. Look at that, beautiful move. Beb's just gone on the inside.
Now,
Beb's just
Vale
got
didn't get
DRS.
Vale was ahead of Matt going into the DRS detection point, so he didn't get DRS.
He's got Beb's just run out. Oh, Jesus, that was close.
That's what happened to me and you yesterday, nearly.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the wet though, but yeah, that was close.
Beb's eyeing up a top 10 finish, things you love to see.
Dream's 5 seconds faster than his previous time. Them softs are now really working. Lap time's going to start dropping.
Question is, how long is it before they hit a crossover point for the mediums?
Probably about 5 laps after the race.
No, because the softs will die quicker than that.
I think the softs can do about 5 or 6 laps, can't they? So I think by the start of the race.
Safety car,
Yeah,
please, please. It's LMB.
Is it LMB? Is he playing the team game? Is he?
No, he had
PK Junior. No, it's not.
He had a moment coming out of the long right.
I know. Yeah. Is he now PK Junior? The lead at the front though is only down to 8 seconds.
That's why I was asking, but Dreams has got 3% ERS.
Another McLaren off.
Is LMP again?
Is LMP again? Is he got some sort of damage?
I think it might have been when the tyres were cooked, maybe.
I don't know, but do you remember the Singapore 2000 Grand Prix? He's come out again!
He has got damage, he must do.
He must do with that.
Because that's a bug.
He had a spin like that as well, didn't he? Before he spun into the wall.
I mean, that was a bog standard entry to that corner, and the car's just gone.
Do you reckon he's got
10 seconds?
Parked it. He's parked it.
10 seconds. He's trying to let people go past.
Yeah. He must have hit the wall going into the back straight, and honestly got rear wing damage.
Hmm.
Sarah and Vale battling.
Not a lot Vale can do there. There's a yellow, that's LMB again. There's got to be damage. Has to be.
He must have really bad rear wing damage or diffuser. Oh, he's gone again.
Bebs, no!
Bebs! P45!
No, because Sarah's got 3 seconds as well. It's the only thing that saves Bebs there.
LMB's going to park it if he can make it through. Make it around.
Yeah, I would if I was him, I'll be honest.
Ollie's not making a lot of time into doggy sheet though on these soft tyres.
No, I don't know what, I genuinely think we might have hit the crossover already. 3 laps
lap
in.
3? 3 laps in, really? Fucking hell.
Dreams is 0.8 of a second slower in the middle sector than his best. Convict with 379, thanks. That is LMB again.
Be round. He's carrying on. He hasn't been it yet. He's carrying on. Still get points.
Well, now that Antho has started the second to last lap, you cannot get a safety car. We cannot get a safety car.
No safety car. No safety car. LMB's in the kitty litter. Just doing donuts now because, well, we might as well. If only we had it dried up about 10 laps earlier, that would have been more interesting.
I really want Bebs to get past Matt. I know he won't get the position, but I really want him to.
Well, if it carry on as it is, Dreams will be champion and it will be 11 points ahead.
That stint in the AlphaTauri mid-season has clearly cost Ollie dear.
Steers around again, beats around again. Just Matt is now up to P8.
Yes.
He's jumped up so many positions from during this pit window.
But he'll bottle it and crash on the last lap, because that's just what Matt does.
Oh no, forget to brake.
This pedal on the left I've been pushing all race, I don't know what it does.
Just, yeah, I'm going to approach another corner and forget to touch it.
I can take this corner flat out.
We're on to the final lap.
As he gets to the hairpin at the end of the straight. Yeah, this is flat out.
No, that's a bit whippy. Or LB, it's round again.
Bebs is not quite going to get Matt down the straight this time round.
Both pretty low on ERS.
Oh.
He's not broke! He's gone wide!
He scared him.
He's still got the position though.
Oh, Bebs, get your elbows out, man. It's alright, I won't fire you for crashing into Matt. I'll allow that.
Yeah, you get rewarded for that. Another Ferrari 1-2 as they come with only 2 corners left.
I mean, great strategy from Antho.
Yeah.
He went long on the inters. They didn't go pop. Was it a bit of lady luck? Or was it just great driver skill? He'll tell you it was skill. He'll tell you it was skill.
There he comes, Antho wins, but Dreams is going to come across the line to be realistic champion.
He is the first PRL realistic champion. Ollie picks up 3 seconds on the final lap for good measure.
Oh, he hopes Alan's got to back off because Alan will take that position.
As Briefing Cow rounds out the podium, takes P3. Doug Ajit, who has had a stellar race in the Haas.
What a race! What a race!
P4. Ollie gonna get P5.
I don't think he will. I think Alan will.
Probably not. Alan's gonna get
stopping! He's stopping!
Not enough.
He still gets it!
It's all going on.
Seconds.
It's all going on down at the hairpin on the last corner. Cyril's trying to get past Bebs.
He's
Bebs
going to go
has got the
outside.
inside line.
Around the outside. He goes off the track.
He's overtaking him off the track.
Oh,
Oh, I'm going to have words with Bebs. Ticket might go in for that. He was off the road. Still a top.
I love it. Alibi 10 seconds down the position of his teammate.
Yeah, he's proper troll lolly there, isn't it? I'll slow down, let me have it. No, I won't. No, I won't.
Right at the end.
R. Simpson gets P14 on his debut. Trev Going to come home 15th in the Towery. Convict's coming down the back straight, who flat out doing 110 miles an hour. He's run out of go-go juice. LMB's just ploughed into the wall and lost his wheel down the straight. We have got the joy of watching Convict go flat out doing 90 miles an hour.
He's
Utter
run out of juice. There
Utter
you go.
speed. A 2:16 last lap for Convict. Love to see it. The game gives PRL Matt Driver of the Day. I do not.
As he is a friend, and I also agree. I will give it to Dog Sheet.
I'm going to be biased and give it to Bebbs because he started 18th and finished inside the top 10. But there you have it. Final set of results for the realistic. Anthro, great strat. Takes the Inters, what was it, 21 laps before he pitted?
Yeah, yeah.
Dreams gets a Ferrari 1-2 in the final race.
For the second race in a row.
Briefing Cow takes P3 for Alpine.
22 laps Simmons just went.
22 laps. Well played, that man. There we have it. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, we have a champion. We have a great race.
We do.
Ferrari constructors.
They've done the double. Got drivers and constructors.
I think Alpine have secured second as well.
That's a good result for them. Very good result. Next season, which will be starting in... We've got a 2-week break now. Starts on the weekend of the 25th of Feb, 26th of Feb. I think that weekend.
Yep. Yep. It's only a mini league, isn't it?
It's 15 races.
Still not bad. No Monaco, thank you.
Tracks haven't been drawn. Tracks
No
are
Monaco.
TBD.
Monaco's ball is on the floor. I distinctly remember.
It's we're not actually doing like a full live draw like we did for this season. We're just going to chuck them all into a randomizer number, like generator randomizer, and ask it to pick 15 numbers between 1 and 24, and that's going to be our 15 rounds.
That's it should be good. It should be good fun. I'm tempted to try and do this because it's such an interesting challenge with the realistic cars.
Well, spoiler alert, I'm racing next season as well.
Hey.
You have got the delights. He didn't quite go out on the high he wanted, but you have got the dulcet tones of PRL Cedric on comms, both Saturdays and Sundays for next season.
He's not racing either.
He wants to take a little bit of a break from racing.
Fair enough.
For the rest of the realistic, or the 15 races in realistic, he's just not been having the time to practice really. So
yeah,
and he said he'd rather spend his Sunday getting drunk and laughing at all of us.
Well, I can't blame him for that really.
No. So yeah, you've got Sid, and I will be jumping in potentially a car if I get picked to drive. Hopefully I do. And I can plough into dreams.
I might just put my name as a reserve just in case.
You can put your name as a reserve, or you can chuck your name into the hat. Doesn't matter how many drivers are in the hat, because it's down to the team bosses to sign you. We can have 30 drivers in the hat, but only 20 seats available, and it's down to the team boss who he wants.
Ooh, exciting.
But yes, we go again in a couple weeks. So please do join us for that when we are back. There may be a social race or two in between. Keep your eyes peeled on the Discord for them.
Or a few 100% fun races.
No, it won't be 100%.
No.
Um,
That British one we did during Christmas was fucking awful.
oh, don't even go there. I did like 50 laps just to get taken out on lap 51.
Yeah, I know. So was that Matt?
I don't know who it was. I just thought, oh, sod this, and just drove it headfirst into a wall. Because someone decided it was a good idea to just drive into me.
Well, it's normally recommended.
No, you drive into Matt, not me.
That's very true. Yeah, that's very true.
But thank you for your company for the last few rounds.
No, thank you. It's been good fun. It's just I would say getting drunk and laughing at everyone. So.
Laughing at Matt especially.
Well, he done it right. He done it right that race. It's made up quite a few positions. Didn't forget to brake.
Shame. I would like to see him go head first into the wall.
Straight in, yeah.
But yeah, that is that, and we will be back soon.
Right, thank you. Cheerio.
Ciao, ciao.